All right, everybody. We are live for the last time today. What is all that?
Filters.
Filters?
If you wanted to.
I don't think.
That's so good. Are you supposed to do Riley? Are you supposed to do Riley?
I'm gonna.
You just lost him. Oh.
Shush!
Sorry.
Giving away our secrets.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, everybody. Okay. My hello Australia. Uruguay. How cool.
I'm the peanut gallery. I'm the wife.
Hi, wife.
I brought him dinner, so I feel like
in honor of our show,
should get some cred.
Which takes place in Maine. I've got this
So I made him clams.
Steamed clam dinner. I mean, come on now. All right, so my takeover is winding down. I'm gonna check this out. Oh, yeah,
That's
better. So our season 1 finale finishes tonight. I'm gonna have a clam, and I figured I would answer a few questions before bringing on in about 15 minutes, Kennedy is going to be live with me, which I can't wait for.
Are the clams good?
They're so good. Thank you. These clams are good. I wish I could let you guys try a clam.
Love y'all.
Peace, Kelly Wolf. I've got one extra surprise guest that's going to join me in a couple of minutes here. And I'm going to bring that person on to say a few final words on the evening of our season 1 finale of Nancy Drew. Let me scroll through some of these. Alabama. Hope you guys are doing well. Yes, I want to say, as I have tried to when I begun these, which is hope you and your families are safe and well, and that you're hunkered down with people that you love and care about, and enjoying might be a stretch, but enjoying time with people you love, and coping and managing this new reality that we're all experiencing. Hey Boston, hey Peru. I still it's so cool that we get to connect from all over the world. So for some reason this isn't Tennessee, Kentucky, Vancouver in the house. We shoot Nancy Drew in Vancouver. I'm just in love with that city. Love living up there while we're working, and just an extraordinary place. Florida. We're going to talk about the season finale here because that's really the big idea of what this takeover was all about, was focusing in on our final episode, which airs tonight, 9/8 Central on the CW, which is only, 3 hours from now. Crazy. So before I bring on my surprise guest, which will precede Miss Nancy Drew herself, Kennedy McMahon. Anybody have anything they want to throw at me real quick? Quick question about anything? Minsk. Awesome. Mr. Ken Mitchell. Love you, brother. I wish I had you on here. What a beautiful addition you've been to the show. Caused some trouble. You did. On camera. But what a joy to get a little bit of time with you. Wish our characters had more interaction. But watched you have with other characters, maybe I'm glad we didn't. Season 2 is coming. I just got an email from an article just got published today about the entertainment industry, the film industry, television industry, the plans to get up and running again. I spoke a little bit earlier today with Melinda and Noga, our showrunner, creator, producer types, who are just awesome people, and asked them a little bit about what that might look like. Obviously, when most of us go back to work, it's going to look a lot different. And Our set might look kind of similar because we use so much atmospheric smoke that people have masks on anyway. So looking around the room while we're acting, seeing a bunch of people, crew people wearing masks won't be all that different. Question, does Carson regain Nancy's trust? Man, I hope so. That to me is kind of, for my character and my part of the story, the burning question. Spoiler alert for anybody who's not caught up, but kind of, what are you doing if you're not caught up? What are you doing with your life? His deepest fears have been realized, which was if this information, this secret became known, would it change everything? And would Carson and Nancy maybe lose the things that they love most? So, we're moving forward from that point now, and a lot of that's going to happen. You'll see some of the ramifications of all of that in tonight's episode, and certainly in season 2. All right, before I run out of time here, I want to bring on our secret extras. Hey, safe in Iowa. That's perfect timing. I'm going to bring on a guy who I love, who's become a great friend, who I love working with, I love hanging out with. And I'm going to bring him on now to join us. Kennedy McMahon joins us in about 10 minutes. Everybody say hello to Mr.
Hey!
Yo!
What's up?
How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm outside enjoying a beautiful day in LA.
Dude, I'm jealous. This sun on palm trees. It's like it's snowing here literally right now.
Is it really snowing?
I mean, just trickling, but yes. Yeah.
How
are you, brother?
No, ski slopes are closed, right? You can't ski.
Yeah. It looked, in the early moments when this was all beginning, they kept the ski hills open a little longer than a lot of other stuff. And I think everyone thought, well, we all got gloves and masks on and maybe this will last. But as soon as things got really scary, they just shut it all down.
Yeah. But I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm really good, man. Happy season 1 finale night.
You too. So it's been weird. I've been watching you all day and like hearing everybody talk about it. I feel like the season went so fast, but yet it like, looking back at when we first started, it feels like a long time ago. It's been a year.
Yeah, it seems to go that way with shows, right? It's like if you think back moment by moment, you're like, oh no, we've been at this for a stretch, but it can also just fly by in a blip, similar to like being a father, which right? It's probably you probably look at Shiloh and you're like, how is she this big already? But then you think of all the nights and days and you're like, yeah, she's this big.
Well, yeah, and I've got a real timestamp for her because we started right when she was born. So as long as this show goes, it'll be as big as she is. That'll be kind of fun to watch. But we have a cool story about our parallels of children.
Yeah. So when I was up there making a show 10 years ago, shooting on the same 2 stages we're shooting on.
That's what's crazy. Same exact sound stages of all places in Vancouver.
Bananas. And yeah, my first child was born, and now a decade later, I'm watching you experience the same exact thing. And it's been beautiful, man. I think I'm just so happy for you and your family. And she's just like the most beautiful, gorgeous, adorable little thing. I can't wait to get more time with her during season 2.
Well, that's what's going to be fun is when we all get back up there and we all have our kids and, we can have picnics and barbecues. And
Yeah, I got a message today from someone I work with, and it was there was a big article published about how the industry is beginning this conversation about getting back up and running. Which I know there's so many people. I mean, for us, obviously, it's a huge deal for cast, but for these crews to be down for this long is such a big deal, and there's such hardworking people, and I'm excited for. Obviously, we've got to do it safely, but I'm really anxious for them to get back at it.
It is going to be crazy because our business is so intimate, how the world's going to change. I just said that, funny enough, like saying, I can't wait for us to get up there and have our families play. But like, I didn't even think about how it's not really going to be the same. Who knows?
No. You know, yeah, I don't think anybody really knows. I know, I don't know. I feel like the biggest, most important parts of the life we were all living, I think will return. They'll be shaped a little differently and figuring it out. I was joking earlier that like, you know, people have masks on our set all day, every day anyway, from all the smoke we shoot with. So
yeah,
it won't look that different. So dude, you've been part of so many shows, and I feel like collectively we've made a lot of episodes of TV, and there's something really magical and special about what's being built here. And I know you're just as happy and proud to be a part of this as I am. What do you think sets it apart? From your experience?
Oh man, I mean, you and I both have been a part of a lot of shows, and a lot of them feel special when you start them. Some don't, but
yeah.
But a lot of what happens after that is fate, you know. Yeah, eat your clams. I'll talk.
I'm gonna have some clams. You talk.
Yeah, eat your clams. And by the way, hi Kelly.
Oh, she's up there. I'm gonna tell you, say hello.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting. I don't know. You can't put your finger on exactly what it is. It's just everything is right at the right time. You know. I think that the kids, I always call them the kids. They're not kids, but they are so humble and talented, and they're good people. You know, they're not caught up in all the BS, and then I think they have pretty cool dads. You know, I think, but you know, like the producers had said to you and I know that we want you guys. It's important for you guys to help mentor them. Since we were kind of the older guys that have been around the block. Yeah. And I felt like after getting to know everybody else, I was like, we don't need to mentor them. They're so mature and they have such level heads. Yeah. And so that's why I think that's why it works. Everyone's just fully committed and, you know, here for the right reasons and loves each other, and it works. It just works.
I agree, man. I feel like this one, when it came together, and you know, some shows you're like, okay, so this handful of things has to go just right for this thing to really work. And in this case, it was like, things just have to not go wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Because the cast, the writing, the production, the look of it all, Larry and Melinda and Nogan, all, you know, Fake Empire and the CW, and how great they are and how good at care they take of their shows and their artists. It's you know, you just go, we just have to like avoid some sort of horrible thing from happening. And
like COVID.
Yeah, I mean, they took a couple episodes from us.
It's okay. We're fine. It feels good knowing that we're coming back, and you know, we have something to look forward to every day. It helps me all the time. But yeah, going back to the show, another reason I knew it was going to be a success is because it had Scott Wolf on it. Everything you do goes multiple years, and so when we got Scott, I was like, oh, this thing's going.
That's awesome. Well, you know, have you talked about like the streak that you wound up breaking?
Larry and I talked about it last week when I hosted, which, by the way, you know, I did the takeover last week, and I was telling you, I was tired by the end of the day. It's a lot of work. You know, you're talking to people all day long, and then by the time you get to the episode, you're just like drained. So good on you, man. You've done a great job today. But yeah, Larry and I talked about that. And yeah, it's funny for those who are watching that don't know. My friends joke that I'm the king of pilots because I've done, I think I lost track, but I think it's like 15 or some 16. I don't even know. You can almost see on IMDb because they all say TV movies, and those are pilots. But I had done a lot of them that had not gotten picked up until finally I got the show called Frequency picked up. And then that went one season. Then the next show went one season. Then the next show went one season. And then finally, Nancy Drew breaks the streak, and we're past season 1.
So. I love it, man. Yeah, you just had to be on one with me.
Exactly. That's it.
So, dude,
you've got Kennedy coming on right now. Everybody's
I do, but I want to say you're just awesome. You're awesome as a guy. Your work on the show has been beautiful, and I love how your character has unfolded. I know you and I, as Carson, and Ryan are gonna have a lot of interesting stuff to work through as we move into this next season, and I can't wait for all of it. Is there anything you'd want to say to anybody watching or fans of the show?
No, I first of all, second your sentiments. We love working together, and it's always been at odds, and it probably will be for a while. But I love being co-dads with you. I mean, you're the dad, but I love coming on and having this relationship with you. I can't wait to see where it goes because we don't know. But yeah, I love working with you, Scotty. And no, to everybody watching. That watches the show. We can't do this without you guys, and now the train's rolling and we've got people that are interested, and we're so eager to make more episodes for you. So this is like one big happy family as far as I'm concerned.
Love it, brother.
Yeah.
Speaking of one big happy family, please give your girls a big hug.
I will. You too. Send all the family love. You've got the huge one, but I will hug the girls immediately.
Awesome, brother. Stay safe and well and be in touch, man.
All right, buddy. I will. See you, bud.
All right. Thank you for this, brother.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. All right. I mean, that's a pretty good secret guest. Riley, thank you, brother. I really have loved getting to know Riley and getting to work with him. And I'm really excited for what we're going to get a chance to do in season 2. And now, without further ado, I must bring on my favorite. I'm saying it in public. I'm outing myself. I'm saying Kennedy McMahon is my favorite.
Hi. Yeah. Happy finale.
Happy finale day. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you feeling? This is momentous. Hi, little creature. Hi.
I am feeling really good. I feel very at peace. It's really cool. I was doing a bunch of phone interviews this morning that all should come out after the show tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for some interviews, my thoughts on the season and what's coming next and all that stuff. It was a really nice way to kind of close it off. It felt really, really special. How are you feeling?
Did you find? I feel great. I'm proud. I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of the entire cast and crew and writers and everybody. And you know, I feel like it's not. You know, I always feel like I need to preface this conversation by saying, you know, we're not digging ditches. We're not at war. Like, no one shoots at us when we go to work.
Right.
Although some days it might feel like that. But I feel like everybody collectively puts a lot into making the show, and you know, there's zero guarantees, and the likelihood of even making it through a first season of a show it's gotten so difficult anymore. And so it's a feat, and it's something to be, you know, applauded and appreciated. And I know no one appreciates it more than you do.
No, man. It's very easy to appreciate. That you work with is really great.
Yeah. It's been fun talking with everybody today.
Yeah. On some of them.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Have you shared your favorite memory?
It's funny. As we're talking right now, I'm eating. Who is that creature?
This is
Wait, who is that?
This is my youngest cat. She doesn't get a lot. She's desperate for attention now that we have the puppy.
Well, she just got a bunch of it. Wow, the tail wag right at the end. That's high levels.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Has the cat met the dog? Have the kitties met the dog?
We're just taking it very slow, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like I did fill out on over on the other social platform on Twitter. I know someone, I think from the writer's account, is posting some of our favorite memories. So I contributed to that.
Me too.
The one that you did. Well, the first one that came to mind for me was, and you talked about this scene to me after we did it, but it still it fell in. It was basically the scene in episode 9 at the end where we read the letter.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was just something so quiet and honest, and then what was happening in that scene felt so beautifully unexpected. You know, where that scene ends, I don't think anyone could have known.
No, it
Certainly
was a
not.
fantastic subversion. It just was a great build up into a crashing heartbreak. It's so, ugh.
Yeah, I know that sequence, and I really loved obviously the end of 16. I just thought what they created around us was extraordinary and beautiful, and you know that the artistry that went into making that whole sequence from, you know, every element was pretty remarkable. What about you? Do you? I know you must have dozens, but is there?
It was almost impossible, but I sent him my favorite one. It'll be on Crew Writers Twitter if you want to check that out. Also, if you don't follow them and you're on Twitter, the Twitter account is so good.
It's
That's
really fantastic.
my favorite account for humor alone.
Is it at Drew Crew Writers? Is that it?
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, it's amazing.
So I sent my favorite there. They think there's so many. I'll say one that's a little less obvious, I guess, which is when in episode 14, when we recreated scenes from the pilot. That was pretty special because it just obviously recreated all the when we were all first meeting each other, and it was just like it was just an acknowledgement of how far we've come and how we've developed as friends and as people and as characters since then. And it was so cool. We were all in our same outfits. It just felt, because the pilot will be forever one of the most impactful experiences I imagine in my life.
Yeah.
Because it was just so, I say all this and you weren't even there.
I know.
Once you, but yeah, it was so powerfully impactful. And so yeah, to get to recreate that was really special because it just was a real nice marker of how far we've come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So today, did you find yourself talking about, I suppose it was a combination of teasing tonight's episode mostly, but then also kind of summing up the whole season in a way?
Yeah, a lot of the interviews are post-mortem, so they'll be going out after everything from people that have seen the episode already, finale. Yeah. So it's really cool. I'm excited for you guys to read it because it's all just sort of my thoughts on the impact of all of this, all that's happened, on what Owen's death means, what, everything the Iglesias curses mean, what, my thoughts on the final moments of the finale, and that symbolizes, and what that felt like to read for the first time, and to do, which this all makes sense once you see the show tonight. But yeah, so that was really cool. Very, very cool.
So you're so, I just think you're so beautifully vulnerable in every way with your relationships, in your work, and with the audience as well. Like when you do these types of things, I think you just bear yourself in such an extraordinary way. But given the fact that you've already done that, is there anything that you would want people to sort of understand or know that they might not know about what this experience of playing this character has meant to you?
That's really lovely inquiry. I mean, look, I got out of school, drama school, and never anticipated this happening this quickly. I mean, I've perfectly honest, myself, and I have incredible drive. I knew that someday something would happen, I would find my way, and everything would align. But I could never have it looking like this, or I'm gonna cry.
Now I'm gonna cry.
And I just really couldn't have asked for. I never expected people just talk about how scary certain people or certain characters can be, or like, you know, really being really distant with producers, or like being, you know, feuds in the cast and like,
Right.
you know, and I was kind of stealing myself for that. And I have been met with nothing but encouragement and open ears and open hearts from our writers and our producers, which that is so extraordinary that I'm able to write an email, you know, or call or text or whatever and say, hey, I've been thinking about this, and this is kind of struck me about Nancy's journey, and maybe that's something to explore. And it's always such enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And that's just really, really special. To feel like you have a hand in, and I take no credit for what our show is, but to feel like you have crafting the character, and, you know, using my insight who I know Nancy to be from when I was a little kid and reading the books and playing, all of what that has informed me about who this character is. You know, something I've been able to infiltrate into the show because I've been allowed to, because I have people that have said, you know what, your thoughts and your voice are worth that. That's so special to me.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Yeah.
Well,
minutes from now.
I know. So we have to let everybody know I'm sure all these people know already, but that you're going to be hosting.
Yeah. I on my Instagram, which is just Kennedy McMahon, I am hosting 3 of two of them I've been live before, and I've talked to one of them, I think.
No.
But I've
One
got
of them, yes.
nobody's touched to, I think. So come on over and hang out with us for half an hour before the show premieres. And yeah, they'll just be coming out, and it'll be super fun. So please, you'll be able to hear about our favorite scenes and our favorite moments from the season from people that you haven't heard from yet.
Okay, Kennedy McMahon.
I sure love you, Scott Wolf.
I love you so much, and this was the perfect way to end my my takeover. I have to hand this account back, and it's gonna sting.
You've been doing great today.
Thank you. It's a little stressful, you know. You don't want to disappoint everyone, but
you understand.
Yeah. No, but you're extraordinary. I love you. I really appreciate you doing this, especially before hosting your happy hour. And
it's an absolute pleasure working this whole season, and I can't wait to do it.
Back at you. I've just loved it. And yeah, the only thing more exciting about what we've been able to do together is what we're going to do. I can't wait.
I can't wait. It's going to be. All right.
Okay.
Everybody over to my Instagram. Hop on the
All right, honey.
live.
Love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, okay, everyone. See, she gets me crying on and off camera. Okay. I am going to sign off for the day and hopefully send all of you over to Kennedy's Instagram. She is going to be doing a live with a few members of the crew, so go enjoy them over there. And thank you all. Thank you for spending some time with me on this takeover today. I've had a blast. I love you guys. All the love that's been coming in all day. Back at you 100 times. Thank you. On behalf of everyone that makes the show, thank you. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to go have some more clams. I hope wherever you are, and you are all over the world, you are safe and well and with people you love. And we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the finale. Bye, guys.